Tanzania, the second leg now of the president's trip. Well, coming up in just under 10 minutes, we'll have more on President Bush's trip to Africa and whether the next president of the United States will continue his efforts there on the continent. Well, news agencies are now reporting that Kosovo's Prime Minister Hashim Thaci says the province will declare independence from Serbia on Sunday. Kosovo's ethnic Albanians have been celebrating ahead of the expected announcement. The European Union is trying to smooth the transition to independence and has approved an 1,800-member police mission to Kosovo, but Kosovo Serbs call it an occupation. Well, the province is majority ethnic Albanian and has been striving for independence for more than 20 years now. But after thousands of ethnic Albanians were killed in the 1990s, Kosovo eventually came under UN control. Alessia Vinci has this look at how that came about.
Kosovo is where the disintegration of Yugoslavia began 20 years ago, when then Yugoslav leader Slobodan Milosevic told a crowd of 1 million Serbs he would do anything to protect them. He triggered a decade-long war in the name of Serb nationalism, losing everyone. One by one, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro, and now Kosovo broke away, ending Milosevic's plan of a greater Serbia. Kosovo enjoyed a high degree of autonomy under Tito, the Yugoslav president who managed to keep nationalism at bay. After his death in 1980, demands for Kosovo's independence grew. In response, Milosevic stripped Kosovo of its autonomy in 1989. A passive resistance movement led by Kosovo's first president, Ibrahim Rugova, failed to restore the province's status. So ethnic Albanians turned to more aggressive measures with the Kosovo Liberation Army, a guerrilla movement that began attacking Serb interests in Kosovo. In 1998, those attacks led to a brutal crackdown by the Yugoslav army and Serb paramilitaries. Hundreds were killed, tens of thousands more displaced. The international community sent in observers, but Milosevic rejected a peace deal to end the crisis. So on March 24, 1999, NATO launched airstrikes against targets in both Kosovo and Serbia. Fearing retaliation and a campaign of ethnic cleansing, hundreds of thousands of ethnic Albanians sought refuge in neighboring countries. The 78-day bombing campaign drove Serb forces out of Kosovo, and since then the province has been under the administration of the United Nations. But the return of ethnic Albanians brought with it acts of bitter revenge and the eventual fleeing of an estimated 200,000 Serbs. Today, about 100,000 Serbs live in enclaves heavily protected by NATO forces. Kosovo today is far from ideal. Crime and corruption are rampant, unemployment above 50%, and there is virtually no existing economy. Newly elected leaders promise the creation of a tolerant, multi-ethnic state, but achieving it in a continuing atmosphere of distrust will be as tough as Kosovo's troubled history. Alessia Vinci, CNN, Rome.
Well, just 2 days before